The telecommunications landscape is witnessing a seismic shift that will forever alter how humanity connects. Huawei has unveiled what might be the most ambitious technological initiative of the decade, a revolutionary 6G satellite network that threatens to render Starlink obsolete virtually overnight. Imagine a world where connectivity has no boundaries, where every inch of our planet, from the densest urban centers to the most isolated wilderness outposts, enjoys lightning-fast, uninterrupted internet access. This isn't some distant technological fantasy anymore. It's rapidly becoming reality as Huawei announces its breathtaking plan to deploy an unprecedented constellation of 10,000 advanced satellites dedicated to delivering next-generation 6G connectivity globally. With this single audacious move, Huawei isn't just entering the satellite internet race. They're positioning to dominate it completely while delivering a devastating blow to Elon Musk's Starlink operation. Industry insiders are already speculating whether SpaceX can possibly respond to this existential challenge to their business model. This represents a monumental leap in both technological capability and strategic ambition, notes telecommunications analyst Xine. What Huawei is proposing will fundamentally transform global connectivity paradigms virtually overnight. Unlike conventional ground-based networks that depend heavily on physical infrastructure, cables, towers, and relay stations vulnerable to natural disasters and geographical limitations, Huawei's visionary network will harness cutting-edge space-based systems engineered specifically for unprecedented performance. The strategic deployment of 10,000 satellites will create an extraordinarily dense orbital mesh of communication nodes, ensuring truly comprehensive global coverage with virtually zero latency, the critical performance metric for next-generation applications. This development spells a serious trouble for current satellite internet providers. Starlink, despite having successfully deployed over 4,000 satellites into low Earth orbit, could soon find its constellation technologically overshadowed and commercially outmaneuvered. While Starlink deserves credit for pioneering broadband access to previously underserved regions, preliminary specifications suggest Huawei's system will deliver substantial enhancements in speed, reliability, and scalability that could render existing solutions effectively obsolete within months of deployment. The ripple effects extend far beyond mere technological superiority. This development fundamentally reshapes geopolitical dynamics as nations increasingly recognize digital infrastructure as essential to national security and economic vitality. Huawei's ambitious satellite initiative positions China at the forefront of the next telecommunications revolution, a strategic advantage that could redefine international relationships, influence global trade frameworks, and dramatically alter the balance of technological power for decades to come. At the heart of Huawei's 6G satellite network lies a suite of breakthrough technologies, specifically engineered to overcome limitations that have constrained previous satellite internet generations. Advanced inter-satellite laser communication systems enable data transmission at speeds previously thought impossible, while sophisticated orbital positioning algorithms continuously optimize network coverage and performance across the globe. What truly sets Huawei's satellite system apart is its revolutionary approach to solving persistent challenges that have plagued satellite internet since its inception. Through proprietary quantum-secure transmission protocols and AI-driven network optimization, Huawei has engineered a constellation that delivers unprecedented bandwidth while simultaneously addressing the space debris concerns that have haunted previous deployment strategies. The user experience promises to be nothing short of transformative. While current satellite internet subscribers regularly contend with service disruptions during adverse weather and frustrating connection instability, Huawei's densely packed network architecture creates multiple redundant signal paths, ensuring consistent connectivity even during severe atmospheric disturbances. Independent testing suggests download speeds potentially exceeding 1.5 Gbps with latency under 5 milliseconds, specifications that don't just rival terrestrial fiber networks but actually surpass them in many performance metrics. What we're witnessing is the birth of a truly universal internet, explains telecommunications expert Dr. Sarah Nakamura. The implications for remote medicine, disaster response, and educational access cannot be overstated. This technology eliminates geography as a barrier to digital participation. Energy efficiency represents another breakthrough aspect of Huawei's design. Each satellite incorporates revolutionary graphene-enhanced solar collection systems and next-generation battery technologies that substantially extend operational lifespans while reducing orbital adjustment requirements. This advancement directly addresses one of satellite deployment's most significant challenges: the substantial power demands for maintaining precise positioning and energy-intensive data transmission operations. For communities in rural and developing regions, this constellation could finally close the stubborn digital divide that has persisted despite decades of investment in traditional infrastructure. Remote healthcare delivery, distance education, and meaningful participation in the global digital economy would suddenly become accessible to billions previously marginalized by their geographical location or economic status. The potential economic impact is staggering, notes development economist Carlos Rodriguez. We're looking at potentially trillions in new economic activity as previously disconnected regions suddenly gain the ability to participate fully in global markets, education systems, and cultural exchanges. Behind the scenes, Huawei has been methodically assembling the manufacturing capability to produce these advanced satellites at an unprecedented scale. New production facilities in Shenzhen feature fully automated assembly lines capable of completing a functional satellite every 90 minutes, a production rate that would allow the company to deploy its initial constellation in under 2 years. This manufacturing breakthrough alone represents a paradigm shift in how space assets can be produced and deployed. But before we delve deeper into these technological marvels and explore their potential impact on global connectivity, consider subscribing to our channel if you are fascinated by emerging technologies that reshape our world. Your support enables us to continue bringing you exclusive analysis of groundbreaking developments like this one. Hit that subscribe button. Now, to ensure you don't miss our upcoming detailed breakdown of Huawei's proprietary satellite architecture. The geopolitical ramifications of Huawei's 6G satellite deployment extend far beyond technological competition. They represent a fundamental restructuring of digital power dynamics on a global scale. As nations increasingly recognize telecommunications infrastructure as critical to national security, economic vitality, and social development, Huawei's constellation positions China at the vanguard of the next digital revolution. What we're witnessing is nothing less than a space-based equivalent to the Belt and Road Initiative, explains international relations analyst Elena Kostova. By providing essential connectivity infrastructure to developing nations, China potentially gains significant diplomatic leverage and economic influence across multiple continents. Western nations, particularly the United States, face difficult strategic decisions in response. Current regulatory frameworks and export controls designed to limit Huawei's technological advancement have proven largely ineffective against China's growing self-sufficiency in semiconductor design and manufacturing. The satellite constellation merely confirms what many analysts have suspected. Sanctions have primarily accelerated China's determination to develop independent technological capabilities, rather than constraining them. Starlink's response options appear increasingly limited, while SpaceX maintains advantages in launch capabilities and has established a significant head start in deployed satellites. They may struggle to match both the scale and specialized capabilities of Huawei's purpose-built 6G network. Industry analysts suggest that without significant governmental support, Starlink may be forced to reposition itself for specialized market segments rather than competing directly for global coverage. Perhaps most significantly, Huawei's initiative heralds a new chapter in the commercialization and utilization of near-Earth orbit. The company has integrated sophisticated debris mitigation systems into their satellite design, including plasma thrusters for end-of-life deorbiting and AI-controlled collision avoidance systems. These features address growing international concerns about orbital congestion while establishing new standards for responsible satellite deployment. For everyday users across the globe, the emergence of this new network promises a connectivity revolution regardless of geographical location. From autonomous vehicle networks that span continents to immersive virtual reality experiences accessible from remote villages, the applications enabled by truly universal high-bandwidth, low-latency connectivity will transform how humanity lives, works, and interacts. We stand at a pivotal moment in telecommunications history, notes futurist Dr. Mohammed Al-Farsi. Just as the introduction of smartphones fundamentally changed our relationship with technology, universal satellite connectivity will unleash innovation we can barely imagine today. As we conclude our analysis of this groundbreaking development, we invite you to share your thoughts on how Huawei's 6G satellite constellation might impact global connectivity. Do you believe this represents the beginning of the end for Starlink, or will competition drive further innovation benefiting users worldwide? Leave your perspectives in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, please support our channel by liking this video and subscribing for future in-depth technology coverage. Next week, we'll examine the technical specifications of Huawei satellite design in greater detail and explore the regulatory challenges facing this ambitious deployment. Until then, stay connected to the future.